This is Friartown! Ah!
Providence College has always been something like the little engine that could in college basketball. We took the world by storm 40 some odd years ago with the NIT tournament championships, and it's always been a part of the culture of the school.
You think of the fact that being in the Big East Conference and all of the games are on television, it's essentially the window to the institution.
I think people focus on basketball more than they do on any other sport at Providence College. Dare I say, obsess about basketball. It really becomes the barometer about how people feel about Providence College.
We have a vision that encompasses three components. Number one, we want to become one of the most respected programs in the nation. And what I mean by that is I want our student athletes to represent us with dignity in class at all times. We talk about 100% graduation. You know, right now we're graduating about 94% of our student athletes, which is in the top 1% in the country. But we want to get that to 100%. And number three, we talk about competing for championships.
When we decided to make a change in the basketball program, the kind of person that we wanted was young, hungry, and somebody like Keno was just almost a dream come true.
He's a teacher, he's a mentor, and ultimately a coach. And if you think of the reasons why we have Division I athletics here at Providence College, it's because of the educational experiences our student athletes get and the qualities and the characteristics they learn by competing. And Keno is a teacher first and foremost.
I was very aware of the great tradition of the student athlete at Providence College. I think during the transition period of coming onto campus and really getting an understanding of what it was like to be here, the people around here, what they were trying to do at Providence College, I got drawn into it quickly. Our vision is on the court to not be outworked by any team that we're going to face. That when we come off that court, whether we've won or whether we've lost, that we've given our very best. We can't get outworked. Every year we have to look back and say, hey, we're a little better off than we were the last year.
We're very fortunate to be in the Big East Conference. Obviously, it's the best basketball conference in the nation. The revenue that we generate off of the TV contracts are absolutely critical to running our programs, and you know, we're trying to create a model program similar to a Wake Forest, where you can be the smallest and a great academic institution, yet compete against the best athletic programs in the nation.
Regardless of what profession you're in, you often hear you're never standing still. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And I think when you look at, you know, big-time athletics, big-time student athletes, you've got to be doing things each year. What are you doing for the program? How are you improving it?
We realized that as we surveyed our competition, one of the things that was hurting us in terms of our ability to compete and recruit the kinds of student athletes we want at Providence College, we needed better facilities. And we've invested in those facilities, beginning with the Kincannon Fitness Center, the basketball offices, the sports medicine facility.
I've called it a world-class facility, and I really mean that. You could go any place, probably in the world, and look at how they treat student athletes from a medical standpoint, and it's as good as anyone out there. You know, you have one chance to make a first impression, and when they walk on the campus and they see, you know, all of these beautiful new athletic facilities in terms of academics as well, they know that we're 100% committed to helping them become the best student athlete they can be. And I think that helps you get in on better student athletes and hopefully sign better people so that you can compete at the highest level.
Catch myself almost every day, you know, walking into the offices, going through the Joe Calabria Hall and seeing the great players and great coaches that have been able to be here at Providence College.
When you walk down that hall, you see some of the best players ever to play the game. We have 40 people that have played in the NBA. You've got 3 Hall of Famers, and really if our goal is to become one of the premier programs in the nation, it's important to understand where you've been and to celebrate that. You think about the fact that they put $80 million into that facility. It's a wonderful calling card. But I think equally importantly is, the tradition that we've had in men's basketball here. We have perhaps some of the most loyal people in the country in terms of men's basketball, and it provides a big-time college atmosphere. So when we're asking them to make donations to help the program, we're providing them with a first-class experience to watch the best basketball in the nation, and really a beautiful facility.
To be able to compete in the Big East, to be able to compete nationally from an athletic point of view, you need fundraising and you need to be aggressive in it. Because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to provide those student athletes with the very best.
We're in difficult economic times that everybody knows about, and more than anything else right now, we're going to be relying on the generosity of our donors to help us to continue to improve in athletics at Providence College. We simply don't have the operating tuition revenue to devote to spending huge amounts of money on athletics. And I'm gratified and optimistic that our alumni have helped us in record ways with making donations to the athletic department, and in difficult times I hope and I pray that they will continue to support us.
We need you a part of our team. Whether that's showing up at the games, whether that's your financial support, and any dollar that you can, give to the program, that's going to be important.
It's not so much how much you donate, but it's the fact that you donate. And if you have everyone giving a little, it adds up to a lot. And I think these economic times hopefully will be short-lived, but it's important for our people to realize that we're investing every dollar back into the student athletics experience to build a program that we will all be proud of.
It is literally part of the tradition of Providence College, and we'd like to think that being a part of that tradition is what would draw student athletes and students to come to Providence College, because we have a history of competing at the highest levels in basketball, and we've had those Cinderella moments when the littlest school that could was Providence College, and we made it to the Final Four. And I hope we make it actually all the way while I'm here. That would be a dream come true for me.
We're going to be trying to compete for championships, and we're going to do it in the right way. So I think we don't want to think about what we don't have, but we want to think about what we do, and then try to keep building on that, because it is a special place.
For all of us, we should give back so the next generation of young people can have the opportunities that we have had. We've been very fortunate to live in this great society, and our next generation needs to have those same opportunities. And it's also nice to know you're impacting someone's lives. The vast majority of these student athletes who represent us in such a first-class way, they couldn't be here without scholarships. And it gives you a great feeling, and what better way to do that than to give the gift of education.